says, show up to your meetings on time. That sounds like a good idea. You know, they've given you a time for the meeting, and you know what it's like in the world in general when you don't show up to things on time. If they're not going to show up to things on time, they're going to be accountable to you on that. Let's not do that. Be polite and listen. She made the point that a lot of what happens at these meetings, even though we are going to be focusing and doing the role-playing about what we are going to talk about and what we understand about our message, a lot of what happens at the meeting is actually what we get from either the staff or the member. And how we listen to that and how we build on that in the rest of the meeting, or even just figure out, take those clues and that input and figure out how to build a relationship from there. Stay on message. This is an issue that we care a lot about, that we could talk a lot about. We've given you materials that you could spend all day talking about, but our message is a very specific three-part message, and it's really important for especially the leader of the delegation to be able to keep things on message. And we'll go in the role play. You'll see, that it's easy to be taken off message, and it's a skill to get back on message. Fourth is don't argue with each other. There's we're not all going to agree with each other. I mean, there's basically we're here. We're very much in sync with each other, but of course it doesn't look so good to argue with each other.
Are you sure you're right about that?
I'm going to defer to that. No. Yeah, so wait to go out in the hallway, whatever, that kind of thing. Fifth is don't underestimate the staff. When you're meeting with a staff person, don't treat the person like there's some subordinate, level of being or a person of existence. In fact, like the staff, really control a lot of what goes on in the members' offices. They're probably the people who know the most about the issue. And even though it's more fulfilling to be able to talk to a senator or a congressperson, this or that, on a certain level, to have this relationship with the staff is going to be immensely important down the road. I also want to emphasize the Israel piece. When we're figuring out who's going to talk about what in each delegation, people who have personal stories to share, not just about Israel, but especially about Israel, their connection to Israel, why this is so important, that's just, there's no substitute for that. There's talking points, there's brochures, there's policy papers, but you're sitting in a room, you're a group of people, some of you are constituents, meet with other people, and the human factor is what people are going to take away the most from, I think, from our meetings.